This video is to convey my experience with my hosting provider. I opened up my email one morning and was faced with this subject line, an email from my host provider, HostMonster, server performance warning. And this is what I read. Your site is using an excessive amount of MySQL resources on your HostMonster account. If you're unable to comply with these requests, your account will be automatically deactivated by November 7th, 2013 to maintain proper server performance. Yikes. So this is my story and what I did to resolve the issue. So if you're watching this video, hopefully these steps will help you resolve your own issue. This is the email that I got from HostMonster. It reads, it has come to our attention that your site is using an excessive amount of MySQL resources on your HostMonster account. This is causing performance problems not only on your own website, but for other customers that are on this same server. When left unchecked, it can potentially cause crashes or service interruptions and lead to additional downtime. Our research shows that server performance degrades when the MySQL usage is over 1,000 tables and or 3 gigabytes in a single account, or 1,000 tables and or 2 gigabytes in a single database. In order to ensure optimal performance for your account and the others in your shared hosting environment, we request that you reduce the MySQL usage on your account to under these limits by November 7th, 2013. And it shows me that my database size was 629 megabytes and total tables was 1,516 tables, well over the 1,000 tables. My database size is well within safe limits, but the tables. So this is the offending number here, and I have to try to figure out how to reduce that. Okay, step one: go into cPanel, go down to Database Tools. You'll see you have MySQL usage, MySQL databases, and PHP MyAdmin. Those are the three things that you're going to want to look at. If you click on MySQL databases, it'll bring you over to this page, and this is where you'll get a list of all the databases, and it'll tell you the size of each database. You can see there's more down here, and this is where you can go to delete databases once you know which ones you want to delete. These are users, and you can delete those as well if you want. The next thing you'll want to look at is to go over to MySQL usage. You click on that and it'll take you to a page like this, and it'll tell you the total number of databases that you have, the total number of tables that are included in those databases, and the total combined size of all the databases, how much space it's taking up on the server. Each database has a name, and these are all individual tables inside the database. You can see there's 19 tables, so if we count them there's 19. I won't do that. And total size of this database is 2.06 megabytes, so it's not a big one even though there's 19 tables in there. And just like this one, there's 19 tables, but there's 19.67 megabytes of space being used in all the tables. You can see there's various sizes. They all have different content and tables in them. The next space you're going to want to go to is the PHP MyAdmin. If you click on that, it'll take you to this page. And this is a page that it will ask you for your password again, so you'll have to log in again using your cPanel password. But once you're in, this is a list of all the databases. They're all here. And if we go back over to the database MySQL databases, there you can see the databases. These last after the underline are the database names. So you go in there, and now from all this you've got different tabs up here, structure, MySQL. Just stay on the structure. You want to look inside these. These are all individual tables. They're listed here, same ones that are listed here. PDF file, PDF file, blah 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 blah. So you can see that there's all here. So if you click on a different one, say if I go to WR10, give it a chance to come in, and you can see this is all here. And now the way I determined what domain this database is related to is I'm going to start going into these various tables and look at them. I'm not going to make any changes. Here's one I know I can get the information in Vibers by clicks, because that's a plugin that I have on my domain, and it records various tracking information. Sometimes you can go into, here's another StatPress as a plugin. You can go into comments, sometimes options, but if you can't, depending on how many plugins you have, you might not have these options. But just go into each one, look in them, and see what information's in there. So I'll go into Vibers by clicks because I know I have what I need in that one. And you can see right here I've got http //juicinglife.33away.com, and that is the subdomain that this particular table relates to. Now I can go into number 10, and I've just got these whited out, so Juicing Life. Now you can see I've got these dates, June 17th to June 12th, and what I'm looking at there is I want to know the date range, because I want to know if this is a database that's been used or a table that's been used recently. So I can see it starts at June 17th, and if I go up here and just click to the last one, it goes to November 20th. So when I made this table, it was only up to November 12th, which you can see is right there. So it's had one entry since I made that Word doc. And that will tell you what folder or what domain it's related to. So if you go back in here, you're going to write down it's the Juicing Life and the date range. Actually, the last date is the only one that is really important, because if it hasn't been used since 2010, you know that that's pretty much a obsolete database. And when you go in and look at them, like on these ones, I had a bunch of these ones that were in there. They were actually empty. There's nothing on them. So they were databases filled with tables, and they were not being used for anything, so I deleted those. Okay, once I had gone in and deleted what I thought would help the situation, I created a ticket and I sent them an email back also saying, "Attention, Terms of Service Compliance Department, I have updated my sites and removed a lot of content as per your request, and I'm requesting a rescan of my account to establish whether or not I'm now within the acceptable limits." And so by sending that, it gets them to scan your account fairly quickly and give you a response back fairly quickly as well. Otherwise, you could wait a week or more before you get an answer back to see if you've made any headway. They can tell if you've deleted stuff off your account and everything. So if they know you're working with it, they'll work with you as well. And this was the email that I loved getting, because it said, "Hi there, you are under the limit for both MySQL usage and file count. The account is now active and in good standing. Thank you." If I hadn't have done this, they had actually shut down my account, even though I had made these changes and got the account well within standing. But their system, I guess, is automated, and it went and checked it or sent out this email before the check was done. So my account was actually shut down unjustly because I had made the required changes within the amount of time they gave me. So anyways, that's how you do it. It was a bit of a nightmare when I was going through it, but I made it through, and hopefully these tips will help you as well. If you have any questions, please leave some comments below the video, and I'll be do my best to answer them and get back to you as quickly as possible. Thanks. Bye-bye.